Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop. Cadmus, son of Agenor, king of Phoenicia and brother of Europe, went in search of his sister who had been kidnapped by Zeus. After searching in vain, the oracle of Delphi ordered him to make a stop in continental Greece. He founded the town of Thebes and Boeotia and is considered to be the most powerful, successful man at the start of Mycenaean times. When the written history of Greece begins, Myers, 1930, thinks that Cadmus belongs to a generation in 1400 BCE that he entered Greece immediately after the destruction of Minoan Crete. According to Herodotus, Cadmus stopped at the island of Thera, where he dropped off some Phoenicians and his own relative Menabillus. The Phoenicians called the island Calisti, the best. The Phoenician colony subsisted until 1089 BCE, when the Lacedaemonians, under the leadership of Tharus, founded the second colony. They called the island by the name of their chief, Tharus. The second colony survived until 623 BCE, when the inhabitants of the island set out to join the founders of Cyrene in Libya. Up to this date, neither the Santorini eruption nor any facet related to pre-Mycenaean Aegean civilization has been mentioned in Greek history. The Greek legislator Solon visited Egypt in 590 BCE, and from there introduced into Greece the legend of Atlantis. He learned from the Egyptian priests of the town of Sais that an island was swallowed up somewhere in the ocean. 200 years after Solon, around 395 BCE, the story was told by Plato and Timaeus in Critias. Following Solon, Plato discussed Greek history with Egyptian priests. The most ancient epic that Plato could cite was that of Deucalion and Pariah, that of the Great Flood, but without being able to date this event. Then the priest told him that there had been several floods and that the largest one had completely destroyed an advanced Greek civilization. Don't you know that in your country had lived the most beautiful and the most noble race of men that ever lived? Race of which you and your town are the descendants of a seed that survived. But there were violent earthquakes and floodings, and in one day and one night of rain, all your bellicose people, as one man, were buried under the ground, and the island of Atlantis, in the same manner, disappeared under the sea. The result is that, in comparison to what was, there remain some small islets, nothing but the skeleton of a devastated body, all of the richest and softest parts of the soil having been swallowed up, leaving only the skeleton of the country. And this was unknown to you because the survivors of the destruction have been dead for several generations without leaving any traces. Timaeus and Critias. Plato places Atlanta and Gibraltar, and the event supposedly took place 9,000 years before Solon and was reported in the Egyptian texts 1,000 years later. If we reduce everything to by a factor of 10, we come back to its true age, the explosion of Santorini. And I'll stop there. We'll continue off with civilization or barbarism. I'm Uriel. Thank you.